maybe it doesn't transform the order of things, but it's we cannot hope that it replaces the system through another game, another rule. But this is the derision of the rule, and it's in this sense it's a symbolic weapon, and a powerful symbolic weapon against that. If we can say the same with hackers, I don't know. I am not technically so far as to say if this is a real subversion of this whole system, net system. If the accident that the hackers they create an accident in the system, and that reveals the way, I guess, in which a system does extrapolation, does total extrapolation of itself, compromises its own function, and in this sense, it's a good symptomatic. Hackering and hacker would be a good symptomatic. And I remember one episode of this virus. That was 2 years ago. This virus, I love you. It was fine as a, I don't know, we are an individual in a Filipino, I guess. They make the whole system collapse through this motto, I love you. That's very fantastic. Yeah? That is fantastic because that was a sign, I would say, of the melancholy, of the solitude of the computer and of the computer man. They are very solitary, they are very melancholic. I think computers are melancholic. They are always so melancholic. And they would be loved. They would like to be loved. They lack love, affection, and so on. They lack something like that. And in this phrase, I love you, that was the revenge of love. And at the same moment that disturbs all the things. I mean, that's very good. It's a good episode. Generally, I don't know, because in the beginning we hoped, some people hoped that this would be generalized, hackering and so on, disturbing and so on, and that it would be possible to reverse the whole system of information, of computing, of mind engineering, and so on, to reverse all that through this sabotage. But with the experiment, we cannot say that. Maybe today we know that hackering is sometimes managed from the enterprise itself, from the world of information itself, computer managing and so on. They need some disturbance, and then they rent the people, the hacker. They rent it in their own service then say, is it in a form of irony, objective irony? Yeah, I would say yeah. This is a form, a minor form, an inferior form of irony. It's it's a form of terrorism too, of informatic terrorism, but it has the same ambiguous destination as terrorism, maybe. Maybe it perturbs, it disturbs the order of things, and maybe it that would be a question of a level. Under a certain level, things in their moment of eruption, they are very subversive. They are very catastrophic for the system. They initiate a sort of catastrophe. And but at a certain level, themselves they inverse their signification. They are maybe a continuation, an involuntary continuation of a logic. There is no answer to this question. We come always, when we come to the confines of a concept or an intuition or a process, always we come on an ambiguous stage of things. There is no final solution. Intellectually or politically, or there is no final solution in this sense. But there is a form of very tragic irony. I will say this other episode that was in the theater of Moscow with the hotels, that the forces of repression, as over the Russians, as they massacred, they exterminate the hostage in the same time with the terrorists, and we can say it's a form of irony. It's a form of irony. Irony is not always fun or something like that, but it could be tragic. There it was a tragic form of irony, of objective irony, of course, not subjective.
This strategy of the reversal that you urge, my question is it a reversal? Would that reversal be like a time machine? And would it not simply return to the same cycle again?
No, maybe sometimes, yes. But then it will be a recurrent, another thing.
But isn't it a strategy of irreversibility that you're urging? Wouldn't it be a strategy of irreversibility that you're urging?
No, strategy de l'irréversibilité.
Okay.
Here is the matter about strategy of reversibility. Of course, the system had its own strategy of irreversibility, to put the things more and more in the way of performance and so on, and to incapacitate all adverse forces of adversity in order to create an irreversible way to what? To what? The question is, then the system has no finality anymore. Itself doesn't know where it goes. No, absolutely no more. We could in former time, and the first time of modernity, could have an idea of progress, of perfectionism, order of things. But today we cannot model. We experiment that the experts and the strategists of the system have no idea, be it in economics or in politics or in morals. There are no finality anymore. No finality anymore.